Welcome in then to the latest edition of Extra Time. Frank's with us.
Why couldn't you hear Frank during the show and I could hear him?
I think my feedback was open. No, I think it was something in the gallery. Basically, the producer left his microphone open.
This is my problem here. This is, and you know, busy.
Our producer's busy.
Talk, producer.
And the part got stuck. And we had sound problems with Frank, and then we lost.
You know what we need to get producer Mike?
What?
When he's producing the show.
I was going to say something.
Pair of boxing gloves so that he can't press those. What's he talking to you for?
He wasn't talking to me. I don't know.
Oh, he's deflecting now in our ear. I'm talking to me. I mean, the whole thing was going on fire in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, it was. It went wrong.
What was he doing?
There you go.
He's lying there.
Despite Liverpool making clear upgrades in players, do you think there's a chance for the team to perhaps struggle out of the gates with all the new faces, Frank?
You know what? The first thing that I think about Liverpool is the big loss with Diogo Jota, and it can have an effect in the dressing room. So if they start losing one game, how are they gonna handle it? I don't know, and they might think of that a little bit more than if they keep on winning. So that can be a trouble for them. And it's always the same question, you know, how the new players gonna handle the pressure of playing in the best league in the world, of maybe one of the best teams in the world. We have seen so many players signing from Bundesliga and being good, but we saw the same amount of players struggling. Timo Werner, for example, even Havertz, and some others that we can name, who struggle. So there is a question mark for, of course, Wirtz and who's the other one who just signed, or Ekitike as well. So it's a real question, but we're going to see it very soon, and hopefully everything's going to work very well for them.
Craig, does Marcus Rashford score more or less goals this season than Eden Hazard did at Real Madrid?
No.
Do you know how many goals he scored?
Is that like
7? Yeah.
If he goes,
he's going to go. He's having a medical now, isn't he? He's there.
We've all had medicals. You can fail a medical.
Some more than others.
There's all these things that can sort of crop up.
Really? Yeah.
I never failed a medical.
Well,
I had 2 medicals, never failed.
Well, you just said you...
I said you can fail a medical, but I did not.
Okay.
Perfect specimen. Not quite.
So more or
used
less.
to be.
God. You're on holiday tomorrow, aren't you? That's it. He's excited.
Not really.
Yeah.
Drive to Boston, Logan Airport.
Oh, you pick up your best friend.
Pick up that muppet.
Yep, there we go.
Go to fly to Bradley.
Right.
Yes, if this move goes through, I think yes.
Yes.
Particularly because of the way they play.
Yeah, do you agree, Frank? More than 7?
I do agree if he has a chance to play, because don't forget, you have Rafinha, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal, and maybe Olmo before him. And so I don't know how many minutes he's going to get this season.
Copa del Rey, he'll have a bit of Copa del Rey action, Champions League.
Eye tests and all
Yeah,
that.
maybe on second half. He'll be fine.
You get an eye test when you're just doing a medical.
What?
Celtic.
Right.
Well, that was a real thorough medical I got there.
What, they gave you an eye test?
An eye test as well, yeah. No, but it wasn't like an eye test A, B, it was like one of these, like you see.
Reactions?
Yeah, the
like
dots and all
the
that.
F1 drivers.
Shock.
Kind of that sort of thing.
Yeah. I mean, it was like, I was quite shocked.
Great, good, and that was worth it. Do you think Spurs will finish high enough to qualify for any European
Derby, not so much.
Do you think Spurs will finish high enough to qualify for any European competition next season, Frank? What's that, 8? Top 8, should we say?
Well, I think they will have to double their points and their ranking if they want to be in the Conference League, so they have a hard work. Yeah, they cannot do the same season, and they will have to be much better, and they have the players to be much better, but how it's going to work with Frank and how they're going to make sure that they go back to their best, because that was an awful season. They won something, but overall, in the Premier League, that was awful.
You were very derogatory to the, well, probably rightly so, to Augie about the title race, but it's not just about the title race. I actually think there's a lot of fascinating other stories. I know you don't like it, but I'm quite fascinated. Tottenham won't be in the title. Of course I'll not be in the title race. Nowhere near it. But I'm actually fascinated to see what Thomas Frank is going to bring to this club. That that they're sort of searching for, and him making this big step up from Brentford, and they've signed a couple of good players on the. So it's not just. You're just an elitist. It's not just about the top four, because we'll talk about Tottenham this year, particularly when producer Mike's on. He supports them.
Yeah.
As long as he's not on the top back, pressing the button all the time and screwing the show up. Frank, we'll be all right.
Frank, this is a very nosy question. When you transferred to a new club during the summer window, did you immediately start looking for a new place to live, move your family, and try to get acclimated to your new place as quickly as possible? Or did you wait closer to when the season started?
No, I tried to find a house very quickly, to find a school for the kids, especially when I went to Chelsea.
Yeah.
Because of the Bayern language and everything, I tried to settle down and to make sure that I could have a normal life, and the family could have a normal life, and I can concentrate on the on my football. No, I've always been like that. You know, when I signed for Strasbourg, my ex-wife was pregnant, 8 months pregnant, and I started to play, and meanwhile she was at the hospital. I found a flat, an apartment, sorry, for her when she came back with Jade. So that was really something important for me to make sure the family was settled down.
And then obviously when you went to London, the kids went to an English-speaking school. So did you speak French at home, English at school? Is that how you did it?
Well, they first went to the French school, but it didn't last long, and I wanted them to, because they weren't learning English, so I wanted them to learn English, so I put them to Fulham Prep School, where Tony Adams' son was there too, and they learned English very quickly. My son went to the Montessori school, that was great, in order to learn the language very quickly. We were speaking French, yes. We had a nanny, she was speaking English. My ex-wife was Spanish as well, so she could speak Spanish a little bit to the kids. So, and I was speaking French because my English was, as Craig knew, was very poor. So yeah, but we pushed them to speak English the most they could in order to learn English very quickly.
You get sick of hotels. People think it's great, but after a little while in a hotel, you can't wait to get a place. Frank was taught the Dennis Wise School of Speaking English.
Right. Yeah.
Involved a very.
Yeah, they were talking about this on the show. Cockney rhyming slang and things like that. Wasn't that on Friday? I saw you talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This wasn't so much Cockney rhyming.
No,
slang
I understand.
as
I was trying to. I was trying to turn it into more of a PG.
Profanities.
PG conversation.
Yeah. Well, I wasn't going to say it then.
And then when you went to Scotland, how did that work?
Well, I had to learn Scottish. Yeah.
Yes. And then did the kids go to a Scottish school? Or?
Yeah. I knew. Hey. You're going to get a head full of milk. No.
Wait, did you have the 3 kids by then?
No, 1.
Oh, you only had 1. Okay.
Yeah, Evan was born and 6 months after I moved up there. No, maybe a bit longer. So yeah, you just get used to moving around. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So don't know what you searching for?
Nothing. Just that people are interested, aren't they? I'm just
interested in what?
In your life.
It's kind of gossips. We want to know Craig Burley's gossips.
Exactly.
You know?
Moved to Glasgow. What did you do? Buy a house? Rent a house?
I didn't actually know Glasgow very well, so that was something different for me because I came from a small town south, so I didn't really know. I had to learn sort of Glasgow and how the roads and how to get to Celtic Park and all that sort of stuff. So that was a challenge. Not as much a challenge as London. This is very boring, isn't it?
You're right, it was boring. Oh, I had to learn how to get to training. Had to use different roads.
To learn the local pub, what was the best local pub. They all lived in our road though, a lot of them.
Right.
Told you. Tommy Johnson was next door.
Yes.
Former Villa and
yeah. Claudio was next to you?
Claudio Reyna was at the top of the street, but that was late on.
Okay.
When he signed for Rangers. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Very popular place.
For Craig, in light of your recent vocabulary expansion,
what's that?
What would you say was your modus operandi when you played?
I'm a wordsmith.
I know, very, very much so. That was impressed me and Stevie.
Not a lot to impress him, is it?
Oh, that's true. What was?
Well, I didn't score as many at Chelsea because I played in a lot of different positions. But at Celtic, when I went there, I played central midfield with Paul Lambert behind me. So
that's when you were Player of the Year.
Shut up, because if I say that,
right.
Scoring goals, I did score a few for Chelsea, but not as many, because I say I was...
No one's asking about goals, though.
Yeah, that's what's my modus operandi was.
Yeah, exactly.
And
You're saying, well, it's not if it wasn't scoring goals, what was it?
No, I think I could score goals from midfield. My point is, I didn't score as many at Chelsea because I was going from pillar to post. That was when I was at Celtic. That was what I was known for.
Right, scoring goals. But you didn't score as many as you thought you were going to.
Not at Chelsea.
Okay, but you still won Player of the Year.
Not at Chelsea.
Low standard. Frank, what would you say Craig's modus operandi was?
Oh, let's move on. Frank, move. Don't even answer.
No, it's nice.
Yeah, move on.
Oh, Matt, Frank, move on. No.
No. I don't want to say too much about Craig. We know so much gossips already. You know,
yes,
it was
exactly.
very uninteresting.
You have to learn how to get the training.
Yeah,
Oh,
next
there we
question.
I can tell you about how I used to get to the training ground when I was 16
Right.
at Chelsea.
Yep. You had to get the bus.
Oh,
Yeah.
John Candy,
There you go.
for the slightly older viewers.
Yeah. People know who John Candy is.
Well, not the youngsters.
I think we've lost them.
For you youngsters watching this on YouTube, there's only two people. The youngsters watch it. The youngsters, there's two categories. The youngsters who watch the YouTube and are fixated by 4 or 5 minute clips or whatever it is.
Right.
And Stevie, who's not a youngster, who's also fixated by YouTube.
Steve's algorithm, something else. Right, start, bench and drop these treble-winning teams, Frank. Manchester United in 1999, Bayern Munich in 2020, and PSG in 2025.
Wow. I think I have to put Paris Saint-Germain because of the unexpected. And that was amazing. And the way they played the football. I mean, the football for the last 6 months was simply the best in the world. I never thought the Manchester United 1999 was the best. And they were very, very good in terms of fighting, team spirit, the way that Sir Alex Ferguson made them playing. But I played against them that year, and they were impressive in the fighting spirit, but not in the quality like I could see Paris Saint-Germain. So I will put Paris Saint-Germain first, Manchester United second, and Bayern third.
If you watch the best performance, I think, in that competition when they went to win the Champions League in '99, the best performance I think was in Turin. They came back, I think, and beat. I think it was 3-2. I mean, I can't remember what it was. But Roy Keane and Paul Scholes both got suspended.
Yeah, for the final.
And they missed the final. Two key players. And if you watch the final, they obviously won the final. It was very dramatic. You know, Solskjaer and Teddy Sheringham. But they got battered for long periods by that Bayern side. And Sir Alex Ferguson talked about it in an interview he did recently. He said, we could have been out of it by the time we got to that point.
Right.
So it was, I'm not taking it away. You still win it. But the performance in Turin, I think Cole and York were up front, and Roy Keane was magnificent in the middle of the park. That was a brilliant performance.
Final question, Frank. What's your favourite movie of all time?
Con Air.
Well, I have many, but I would say overall, the Schindler List. I think I watched it like 30 times.
Wow.
Yes, I'm very fond of history and the World War II, and I'm also a big fan of Liam Neeson. So yeah, I watched the movie many times because that's a beauty. That's simply a beauty for me.
Green Mile. Well, I can't watch these films anymore.
Do you know?
I don't have AMC.
Oh no.
My Hulu live TV,
Yes.
owned by Disney.
Right.
You can package it all together, by the way.
Yep.
It hasn't got it.
Okay. If only there was other ways of streaming movies.
No, I'm saying, but I was, you know me, I was like, I was odds on every night.
Yeah, you just
because it went to the channel that you last watched.
Yes.
It was usually MC, so a bit of Con Air,
Yes.
a bit of the Green Mile.
Yep.
You know, again, maybe The Rock. You know, Sean Connery.
Yes.
Oh, my, you know.
Oh, there we go. That's it. Are you away now until after the Champions League? Charity Shield.
I know. I'm back. I'm back early on in August.
Oh.
and then I'm.
I thought that was it then.
No, I'm coming back just to annoy everybody. I'm coming back for a few days, and then I'm going to London, and then I'm off again.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, very nice. Are you going to see
So what
Frank?
is your what will be your modus operandi for your holidays, Craig?
Avoiding you.
Wow. Oh, dear. Oh, that is it. That brings us to the end of today's show. We'll be back tomorrow.
Well, we might not be after today's show.